man from Silicon Valley confirms his company established the first ever communication between people in dreams. A Silicon Valley startup confirmed that for the first time, the company was able to let two people talk to each other while they were dreaming. In a new breakthrough, which may appear to have been inspired straight from the movie Inception, the company made use of specially designed equipment, which included a server and an apparatus, Wi-Fi and sensors. However, they did not reveal the exact technology used. CEO and founder at REMSpace Inc., Michael Raduga said, "Communicating in dreams seemed like science fiction. Tomorrow it will be so common we won't be able to imagine our lives without this technology. This opens the door to countless commercial applications, reshaping how we think about communication and interaction in the dream world." During the study, the participants were sleeping in different homes, while REM-space researchers created a world in a special language and sent it between them. Scientists still need to check or repeat the technology. However, if this technology is proven to work, it will be a big step forward for sleep research and could help with mental health treatment and skills training, according to REMSpace. REMSpace used special designed equipment to send a simple message between two people through lucid dreaming, the company said. In the study, the two participants slept in separate homes, and their brain waves were tracked by the equipment remotely with the data sent to a server. The server detected that one person entered a lucid dream, creating a random word using the special language, and sent it through his earbuds. He then repeated the same word in his dream, and the response was recorded and saved in the server. After 8 minutes, the second participant entered a lucid dream. The message stored in the first participant was sent to her from the server, and she repeated it when she woke up. The company suggests lying down in an uncomfortable position to help induce a state conducive to OBEs. Instead, that's out-of-body experiences. Instead of actually falling asleep, reach a deep, free-floating state of mind. This state is described as a kind of deep relaxation, which can lead to OBEs after a few lapses in consciousness. REM-space occasionally uses other techniques to either calm an overly active mind or to alert a sleepy mind, but this is only in about 15 to 20% of the cases. It's important to have only a slight desire for an OBE. A strong desire can hinder the experience. REM-space emphasizes that they do not focus on the OBE when using this method. If there is no success in achieving an OBE after 15 minutes, REM-space suggests changing to a comfortable position and then trying to fall asleep. The method of falling asleep in an uncomfortable position is claimed to be easy and effective, working almost every time, according to REM-space. "I could feel myself moving out of my body and sliding down between the mattress and the rail on the side of the bed. Actually, it seemed as if I went through the rail on down to the floor. Then I started rising upward slowly. At that point, I kind of lost my sense of time and I lost my physical reality as far as my body is concerned. I lost touch with my body, my being or myself or my spirit or whatever you would call it, or label it. I could sort of feel it rising out of me, out through my head, and it was not anything that hurt. It was just sort of like a lifting and it being above me. As I was above the table and I could see everything they were doing, I knew that I was dying, that this would be it. Yet I was concerned about my children, about who would take care of them, so I was not ready to go. This was by Raymond Moody, Life After Life. American scientist Robert Lanza explained why death does not exist. He believes that consciousness is a fundamental property of the universe and that death is just an illusion created by the linear perception of time. He said, "Dreams are more real than anyone thought." The secrets dreams can unlock ultimately derive from the basic fact that reality is a process that involves us, a conscious observer. We assume that everyday world is out there in a more real or independent sense than the world of our dreams. that we play a lesser role in its appearance, yet recent studies show that day-to-day reality is every bit as observer-dependent as dreams are. Dr. Lanza explained dreams are far more than spontaneous, random firing of neurons that some insist they are. They must likewise be far more than the activation of random memories already contained in the brain's neurocircuitry. True, dreams often contain a mix of emotions and things we have previously experienced, but in dreams there are often people, faces, and interactions that the dreamer has never experienced before. A dream is an instantaneous, non-stop narrative that often seems as real as real life itself. How could this tapestry of enormously complex interactions and scenarios be the result of nothing but random electrical discharges? In dreams, we're not just watching an external world and passively imprinting memories in our neural circuitry. How is it possible for the brain to do this? God, Christianity, the Bible, caused by lucid dreams and OBEs. In the Bible, we come across a number of places where dreams play a role in advancing the story of God's people. In Genesis 20, God kept Abimelech, the king of Gerar, from sleeping with Sarah by giving him a dream. In Genesis 28, God appeared to Jacob in a dream, showing him that he was with him in the land of Canaan. In Genesis 31, an angel of God told Jacob to leave Laban and go back to Canaan. In Genesis 37, Joseph had several dreams that predicted his rise to power. In Genesis 40, Joseph interprets the dreams of the cupbearer and the baker. And in Genesis 41, Joseph interprets the Pharaoh's dreams. As we read these stories about dreams, we might wonder, does God still communicate through dreams today? And I will tell you, yes, he definitely does. The Bible shows that God has guided his people through dreams, and nowadays there are reports of Muslims and other finding faith in Christ through dreams. So putting all this together, we might ask ourselves what we should think about dreams, both in the Bible and now. The answer is complex and requires looking closely at the Bible, especially at differences between the Old Covenant and the New Testament. But by considering these factors, we can come to the thoughtful conclusion about dreams. In contrast to a dream today that does not have an interpreter, Genesis 40, verse 8 indicates how God interpreted dreams and gave interpretations to Joseph and later to Daniel. In this way, God-given dreams came with interpretation. This is a significant difference from modern dreams that rely on human wisdom for interpretation. Physicist Michael Pravica claims that human consciousness arises from hidden dimensions of the universe rather than solely from brain activity. He suggests that Jesus could be a hyperdimensional being, as referenced in the Bible. According to him, our consciousness has the ability to transcend the physical world during moments of heightened awareness. He believes that hyperdimensionality is more common than we realize. For instance, he suggests that Jesus could be a hyperdimensional being, among others, and according to the Bible, Jesus ascended to heaven 40 days after being on earth. How do you ascend into heaven if you're a four-dimensional creature? Dr. Pravica asks, but if you're hyperdimensional, it's very easy to travel from our familiar world into heaven, which could be a world of higher or infinite dimensions, he says. And this is on House and Wise by Vicky Verma. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. My Patreon account, the daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.